Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first GTV spring broadcast of 2024. On this chilly afternoon, the Gilman Greyhounds are excited and prepared to take on Georgetown Prep. Today, the Gilman Greyhounds are in white and Georgetown Prep are in blue. My name is Jacob Eisenberg and I'm joined by David Netzer. David, what are some of the differences that we should see out of the Greyhounds this season?
Well, Jacob, first of all, I'd like to say I'm super pumped to be here. It's a beautiful, crisp spring day, a little overcast, but this is a new Gilman team. You can just feel it in there. It's buzzing. The atmosphere is electric, and right now we're seeing the return of a Mr. Owen Daly, the offensive coordinator. Marcus Holman has made his departure, and Mr. Daly, who formerly was offensive coordinator for this Gilman team and won the MIAA championship under Brooks Matthews. Definitely gonna be something fun. This is also a Gilman team. There were some notable seniors that left last year, and now this is a team led by a fantastic group of seniors, 6 Division I commits. Not to mention that beautiful attackman 3 of Clayton Badley, Jay Wilkerson, Michael Maloney, who are going to spearhead this hopefully winning effort.
Absolutely. 4 four-year senior attackmen, like we said. Right now we have 8 D1 commits on the team, and the Hounds are just really determined to lock in and bounce back after a 2-year playoff drought. So, as we have sophomore Joe Kim on face-off. Does well to make it a scruff, and Georgetown Prep are going to come away with it. So Georgetown Prep last year went 16-2. We're a top 10 team in the country throughout and won the IAC, the DC top league, David. So, big game for the Hounds today.
Yeah, no doubt. This is a Georgetown Prep team that's physical and skilled and have had success against Gilman in the past. Gilman looking to flip the script today, maybe.
Has some good defense by short stickman Jackson Haney, making them to work it out. Back to Seabass.
Cheney guarding up close.
Just about 40 seconds on the shot clock. A good defense by George not to give up that dodge.
And the shot goes in. So a quick goal for Georgetown Prep here, just 50 seconds into the game. Gilman looking to counter that after this next face-off, but quick little discussion for the defenseman back next to the goal. Talk that one over for sure.
And a good shot by number 7. He had it in his right hand, went high-low, got that bottom left corner, and beat out Zach Parks. But still, Hounds, not awful. Hopefully Joe Kim can get us a possession now on offense. And kind of the opposite start that we saw out of Georgetown Prep. On their comeback win Tuesday against St. Mary's, they were actually down 8-2 to start. So there we go, Joe Kim, and now the Hounds are going to be on attack.
So there goes Haney. And Haney passes that to Maloney. Maloney, a Marquette Lacrosse commit, and a four-year varsity player.
As James Meyer, Jay Rogers, and Griffin Graham check in. So that will be our main, them 6, and then Nathan Kutalka will be our main offensive rotation. That's what I asked Jay Wilkerson about earlier today. So excited to see what the Hounds can do.
So you see Clayton Badley sticking around the X right now, waiting for something maybe is Wilkerson.
Good cut by Meyer. Decent bounce shot, and it's going to retain Hounds ball. Let's see what Clayton can do out of the X.
Clayton all the way up to Meyer. Meyer resets.
Washington and Lee commit. Very happy that James could get that after having to sit out his sophomore year with that shoulder injury that he had.
So there goes Badley to Jay Rogers, brother of Gilman graduate Patrick Rogers, who plays at Washington College now. And Rogers with the shot deflected.
Some good defense there by number 20 of Georgetown Prep, and now it's a scrum. Can the Hounds get that ground ball?
Still bouncing around.
10 on the shot clock, so Clayton's gonna get it. Finds Jay. Can the Hounds get a shot off in the next 10 seconds? But a good read by 16, and Georgetown Prep are gonna look to clear. Very easy for Georgetown Prep, and let's see the Hounds now settle into defense. Looks like number 45, Oliver Beatty, is going to be the starting LSM today. Joined by number 7, Jackson Haney. Number 3, Griffin Graham is going to be a short stick midfielder. Then you got Brooks Kitchell, George Guyton, and number 6, junior Dixon Pollard, filling some big holes from Hayden Carpenter last year.
Yeah, so Cheney and Meyer come off, making some adjustments for Gilman. Guyton on defense, the Notre Dame commit. There's 7 again, who scored that last goal. Gilman definitely looking out for him now.
And it looks like that got out of number 1 stick, and it's going to be Hounds possession.
Great hustle from senior Brooks Kitchell there, the Bowdoin commit. Just get out to that ball, get there first.
Let's see if the Hounds can clear and get a good offensive possession going here, David.
Absolutely. So back to Kitchell.
Hopefully a midfielder can show, and good show by Nathan Kutauko. Again, going to be a really pivotal junior for the Hounds this season. It's buying time, 60 seconds on the shot clock, and the Hounds are just trying to get in the right personnel.
So Badley, down low, looking for something. Gives it back to Maloney.
I'd argue the Hounds' most shifty attackman.
No doubt. He's not very tall, but what he lacks in height, he definitely makes up for in movement. And there's a shot.
I was going to say, good shot by Jay. Just looks like the goalie, good reflexes.
So Georgetown Prep going coast to coast here.
Maloney trying to get that check, but can't. And easy clear by the Hoyas. George getting in a position he doesn't want to. A little bit sucked out. The D needs to rotate here.
So Kutako comes out, and in comes Cheney. Cheney sets up on defense.
Short stick. This is a matchup Georgetown Prep's going to like. Hounds making them rotate. Good dodge.
And that pass
Poor
just
pass.
sails, and that's Gilman ball.
Back-to-back really good defensive possessions there, David.
Yeah, so definitely some adjustments were made for that Gilman defense, and, just back-to-back great stops.
And Cheney just taking it in his own hands. Easy clear for the Hounds.
So it was Badley, gives it to Rogers.
Right now, only 1 shot on target from Jay in that previous possession. Hopefully we can get the ball moving a little bit faster. That seems like we've been a little slow so far.
Yeah, Gilman just looking to get in front of the goal, having a little bit of a hard time doing that. That shot from Kutako off.
That was not a little, definitely rushed there.
Yeah.
A lot of time on the shot clock, no need to force anything, but at least we retain possession. Ball's in James Meyer's stick. Good dodge by the senior. Gets by him. Trying to find someone cutting for him in the crease. Slipped it to Jay Rogers. Ooh, high for Wilkerson. You can't even blame him for that. And
Wilkerson hustling.
the big LSM on counter finds number 7. And wide left, and the Hounds get the ball back.
Yeah, so a nice break there for Gilman, just forcing that miss, and maybe looking to get a little more proactive on offense here. And a quick shout out to the student section, filling up, seriously filling up right now. I love that.
And I think 1 goal in the student section will be buzzing, David, and that might be the momentum that we need.
No doubt. We're almost halfway through this first quarter. It's about 6.5 minutes remaining.
Some really good, 3 straight great defensive possessions. We just need some shots. We haven't been nearly aggressive enough offensively. Playing hot potato there. Clayin slips it to Mike. Mike the J as number 5 James Meyer checks back in.
So Meyer been very active so far today, and once again looking for something. Defending closely, but gets around him.
I say long stick had a check out for him there. He was looking for someone to cut, just knowing he couldn't find anyone open. Mike's going to like this short stick matchup, and he does. Slips it to Jay, and a great low shot through the goalie's legs, and it's 1-1 Hounds.
A big goal there for Jay Rogers. Wow.
Great job being able to get his hands down to his hips so the goalie can't see where the release is and just goes right through him.
So that's going to get the student section buzzing for sure, and definitely pump some life into the veins of the Greyhounds.
And that was all started by James Meyer Spark, really. He's been, I'd say, our best offensive player so far. Joe Kim, looks like the Hounds might, Beatty was so close to that ground ball.
Gilman gets the ground ball, doesn't get the ground ball. There we go, and Kitchell picks it up.
Good reset by the senior.
Oh.
Bad pass, and it's 2-1. Oh, Brooks isn't going to be happy about that on film review.
Yeah, that's a frustrating moment for sure. The Hoyas just pressing up there and forcing a mistake. cashing in on easy goal there.
And that's number 7, second already. So he already one away from a hat trick in the first quarter. So hopefully the Hounds can get on offense here.
It's got to be a little frustrating for the Hounds. You know, they fought for that goal and just to lose that lead quickly, or to lose a tie quickly. But, you know, got to reset the minds. And here comes Badley and Kutako. Kutako to Rogers, maybe some more magic from him.
One thing I can say, I don't think the senior captain will make that mistake again this season. So at least he got it out of his system early.
Totally with that. And Kitchell, a really, really fundamental, great player.
As a errant pass there by the Hounds, and it's going to be a turnover. Gilman's first of the day. They've been playing pretty clean on offense so far. As it looks like number 25 is in the box and might come in for the first time today. Number 15, P.J. Hogue. Long stick midfielder. George closing down 7.
Junior Henry Fulchino in for the Hounds. I'm sorry, that's Matthew Fiola. Excuse me.
P.J. Hogue, let's see what he can do on the good dodge by number 10 to get by the junior. And another errant pass. Georgetown Prep have been playing some pretty sloppy offense, David.
Yeah, and that's another turnover for the Georgetown Prep, and Gilman looking to get something going here on offense.
One thing I'll definitely give the Hounds a lot of credit for, since that first possession, we have completely cleaned it up on defense. Some great rotations, good slides, being able to force those bad passes with good checks. Just really clean defense by the Hounds.
Parks looking for something.
Yep, 20-second violation. You have to cross the midline in 20 seconds on a clear or it's a turnover, and Hounds just not a great decision. Hits the ref.
Frustrating moment.
Is Brooks going to get that ground ball? And
Well
he does.
Well played by Kitchell. That's almost a very frustrating moment for Gilman. That would have gone out if it didn't hit the ref, but
that was pretty
quick movement for Gilman, looking for a goal, and they got it.
Great pump fake by Mike Maloney. Just gets by the goalie and ties it up. Great work from the Hounds, and that all started from Brooks Kitchell getting that ground ball and leading that counterattack, David.
Got to feel good for Brooks. That's a big redemption moment right there.
And number 5 for Georgetown Prep had a bit of a dirty play and tried to stop Brooks's counter, but doesn't matter. Big man pushed through. Like that.
I love that. Brooks is a physical guy. I mean,
he's put in his hours in the gym. That's all I'm going to say.
No doubt.
See what Joe Kim can do on here. I think we're pretty much 1 for 1 so far in face-offs. Looks like Georgetown Prep's going to win this one.
Oh, and a
good check by Kim. Just to make 5 reset there, as Sebastian Cheney's going to come into the game. And yeah,
you don't see that a lot, you know, Fogo getting physical like that.
I liked it.
But,
I like it though.
I'm a fan.
That's possibly that change in culture that we need as a program. Some physicality. We need some edge.
Absolutely.
Jackson Haney, some good defense.
That's Cheney right here. Back down to the X.
Dixon Pollard doing well to close him down. Short stick matchup. 15 might like this, but Haney's doing well to be physical. 15 can't really dodge. Tries to spin off, but can't. And it's off the pipe. And I think it might be Hounds' ball.
It will be.
It will. Electric from the Hounds. Another good defensive possession.
Ref saying to slow it down. He didn't like that. But just a beautiful defensive possession for Gilman. That was it was well timed, it was well spaced, and it was physical. I mean, it's everything you want to see.
And you're never going to be mad at something hitting the pipe. James Meyer, Jay Rogers. Some quick play. Let's see what Jay's trying to find. Back to James.
Meyer fakes a pass, going around the X to Badley and off of Badley's stick.
Bit sloppy there from the Lafayette commit. As it looks like Hogue and Haney and Cheney are going to sub back in.
So Hogue comes in for Meyer.
The Hounds here are kind of playing low press, I'd say, on the clears, kind of giving Georgetown Prep what they want, which is fine because in typical defensive possessions, we've been playing very well so far.
The Georgetown Prep making a couple substitutions at once.
Brooks doing well. The check 5, force him backwards.
Georgetown Prep resets.
See what Griffin Graham can do here. Short stick on short stick. Good dodge by 11. 5 slips off, but 11 can't find him. Haney and George being physical there, and it's going to be Hounds ball. Minute 35 left. We can pretty much tick the clock all the way down to 15 seconds here. Great defensive quarter from the Hounds. That's all I'm going to say.
Got to assume Daly's hoping for a slow possession here. Gilman needs to just take their time, make some good passes, and not give Georgetown Prep an opportunity to make something happen.
Let's make sure we get this clear first.
Yeah, no, seriously.
We've had 2 failed ones so far today. Pretty sure Georgetown Prep have a 0 or 1. Brooks Kitchell, good dodge. He has 3 seconds, and he makes it across.
Beautiful pass.
And PJ Hogue is going to retain Gilman ball, and the crowd wants to see a foul there.
Yeah, physical for sure, but I don't know if that's worthy of a call.
I wanted to see a long stick goal.
Whoa.
That's what I would have liked to see. As Wilkerson gets rocked, and it's going to be a timeout, injury timeout maybe. And Contreras not happy about that one, David.
Yeah, no, I think that one might have been worthy of a call. Wilkerson gets shot pretty hard across the top.
And Wilkerson's one tough guy.
Seriously.
If he's laid out like that, I don't think that was a clean play.
So Wilkerson taking a well-deserved breather there. And shot clock no longer a factor, but the refs are talking it over.
I say if they're not going to call that, they just need to be aware of it the rest of the game, but really don't want to see one of our best attackmen get hurt.
I'll tell you what, I saw the refs in the parking lot before the game. Should have said something. Protect my guys, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
No one is, David, no one is. As a Georgetown Prep going for the clear. Again, the Hounds attackmen definitely staying close to the midline, while Georgetown Prep on their clears are holding the 30, and an errant pass by the goalie.
Georgetown Prep retains, but
great check by George Guyton.
That's why he's committed to Notre Dame. I mean,
Griffin, just take the space you have. There you
go.
Oh,
wow.
Good dodge
Beautiful
by the
move.
junior. And now the Hounds have 35 seconds. Can they get a shot on target here?
Meyer to Kutako. Kutako drops it, but picks it back up.
Slips it back to Griff. Trying to dodge.
Just 18
and he
seconds
does.
left.
Bounce shot. It's all right. See what Clayton Badley can do here. 16 seconds.
Clock's going. Badly.
Looking
Headed
for someone
around.
to slip there in front of the crease. James Meyer jukes himself out. Mike Maloney, can he get a shot off? 2-1. And the first quarter is going to come to a close. 2-2. Some really great defensive possessions from the Hounds there. I'd like to see a little bit more on offense there, David.
Absolutely. And guys, we'll be back at the start of the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second quarter of action. The Hounds ended that on a 2-1 run and played some excellent defense for the last 10 minutes of that first quarter. Really excited to see what they can do. And David, what would you say some adjustments could be on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, so I think Gilman doing a good job controlling the ball, not making some mistakes, but maybe get some guys cutting, get some guys open in front of the net. And then another thing, just shifting from defense to offense. One 20-second violation, one that was a second away from a 20-second violation. And even right now, cutting a little bit close.
Come on, Jay. Okay, he got it. I completely agree, David. These clears have been way too stressful for this talented of a team. We've been moving it slow, and I feel like you just got to take the space that you're being given by the opposition. So let's see what we can do now on offense. 50 seconds on the shot clock.
So an interesting switch here from the new offensive coordinator. Badley moving out from the X, and Maloney moving in.
Great pass to Wilkerson. Low, bottom left corner, and it just rolls past the goalie. He never saw it coming.
Yeah, Wilkerson getting his get back on that defense there. Just a beautiful goal.
Chase Brody-esque. Reminds me of sophomore year. Great work by Jay.
That was nice. That's what Gilman needs. Just 45 seconds into the quarter, putting a quick goal up. I mean, that's huge. No
And
doubt.
that's how critical being this more consistent on faceoffs are. The past few years, the Hounds lacrosse team has really struggled with faceoffs, but Joe Kim, 6 foot, one of the best 2026 faceoff guys in the country, has really come through so far this quarter.
Yeah, and Kim last year didn't start the year as a starter, but by the end of it was.
Oh yeah.
And you can see why for sure. He's physical, he's aggressive, and he's talented.
Number 7 drops that, but dodges over Dixon. Let's see what George can do. Hopefully slows him down, and he will. Again, Georgetown Prep here. Gilman on a little bit of a run. Let's see what they can do. Maybe try and punch back. You don't want to get knocked out. Jump shot by 10. That was a bit audacious.
So Guyton defending in the X.
As they set a screen.
Guyton staying physical, and that's another big guy. I'll tell you what.
And George there did a really good job on that screen not to switch. Again, a lot of terminology is kind of similar between basketball and lacrosse in a way, and that screen at the X position, George did great defending there.
So just 20 seconds left on the shot clock here for Georgetown Prep. And allowed 20 from the bench.
Beatty gets a blow by, but good save by Zach Parks. Now can the Hounds clear in less than 19 seconds?
So Guyton moving up the field.
Griffin subs in. Haney's asking for it, and he finds him. Good pass from the junior.
So a much more comfortable clear there. As Meyer takes it from the top.
Jay Rogers comes into the game. That was just bad from the Hounds. So offside call, meaning that we had a defensive midfielder on while our offensive midfielder was subbing in, and Georgetown Prep takes advantage of it and scores the tying goal, David. Just mental errors from the Hounds.
Yeah, I mean, that's frustrating, and Georgetown Prep just jumping on that opportunity. I mean, that was 5 seconds between the call and the goal.
Yeah.
So they knew that they had a big chance there, and they seized the opportunity. So
I was gonna say 2 of these 3 goals have just been complete mental errors from the Hounds. If they could clean these up, they'd still have that lead. And violation on the face-off, and it's going to be a Georgetown Prep possession.
it's another frustrating error there for Gilman. Hopefully they can, or the defense can step up here.
As we've got number 25, Matthew Fiola in the game. Fiola needs to get over on that switch. Off the top pipe.
Wow.
That was a rocket by 11. The ball is still rolling. And Georgetown Prep's going to keep the ball with 60 seconds on the shot clock. See if the Hounds can not give up another shot like that, because That happens
lucky.
again.
That's lucky to get away without giving one up there.
Fiola back on 11. Blow by. And tries to get that bounce shot off, but good save by Zach Parks, playing a very, very content game so far.
So Kitchell starting to clear, sends it back to Parks.
Out to Guyton. Use that athleticism. And just a simple pass to PJ Hogue and see what the Hounds can do here. 60 on the shot clock. Fiola wants to get it to an attackman here. Instead, he gets checked and flings it away. Turnover by the junior.
Fiola getting a little physical here.
Bit of that inexperience showing. And a good shot by one. Just shows his cards and beats the goalie. Top left corner. And just like that, Georgetown Prep are on a 2-0 run, David.
Yeah, they've regained the lead in this quarter. So, frustrating moment for the Hounds, but Kim, looking to get it back to Gilman and give us a chance for a good, strong offensive possession here.
Since that third goal, I don't think we've had a single shot. So, as 21's going to get that ground ball and win the face-off for Georgetown Prep. Bounce shot. They're going to retain possession. 75 on the shot clock.
Kim gets off quick, and in comes Cheney. So, Gilman defense having a chance to get set here.
One thing I would like to point out, just over a quarter and a half into this game so far, there have been no man-up opportunities. Neither team's been too aggressive or too foul-heavy, so that's a good thing. You'd like to see a clean game so far.
Yeah, and that ball rolls out on an errant pass for Georgetown Prep, and Kutako moving fast.
Finds Wilkerson. Maloney tries to beat him above his head, but Kutako shows the hustle and the wheels, and the Hounds are going to keep the ball.
So close shot there from Maloney. Just a little high, but Gilman with another chance and 60 more seconds on the shot clock.
I'd like to see the ball movement here. Just keep possession. No need to rush it. James Meyer with another bounce shot. He's going to stay in Hounds ball, but again, just trying to stretch out this defense. When the Hounds have really locked in, we've scored 3 good goals. Just we've got to move them around. It's a game of chess as James there sets a pick, but 4 gets the better of Wilkerson, and Wilkerson has to throw it away. Oh, was that a deflection? And
Yeah,
it was. Hounds will keep the ball.
So Hounds with yet another chance on offense here. Kutako sets up the offense looking for something.
Jay Rogers almost all the way back at the midline. He's got 25 seconds on the shot clock. Bad pass by Mike. Kutako saves it, spins twice, gets decked by 88, and the Hounds turn it over.
So a couple of opportunities there on offense. Didn't result in anything, so maybe a little frustrating for Gilman here, and hopefully have a good defensive possession like the last one. Just over Maloney.
Mike showing his vert there.
Yeah, basketball guy, so he can get up.
As Haney's going to check back in. James Meyer showing some grit. Sebastian Cheney in, and pretty consistent 5 seniors, 4 seniors, 2 juniors on the field right now for the Hounds. And just an easy shot. Bit of a lack of concentration, it seems like, and Georgetown Prep are up by 2, David.
Yeah, just a clean move for the Hoyas and results in an easy goal there.
That one just seems like we fell asleep.
Yeah, I mean, just sucking the life out of Gilman right now. That'll definitely change the momentum, add on to what they already have. And a little quiet from the student section right now after that.
Could turn it around, a face-off win. And it looks like if Cheney can get that ground ball, the Hounds got it. So Joe Kim doing well. And the Hounds have the ball with 70 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see what they can do.
Cheney making some nice moves here, fighting off multiple defenders.
And a good timeout by Contreras, seeing his player not in the best position. So, big turnaround from the start of the quarter when the Hounds were up 1 to down 2. What have been some of the changes that you'd like to see to get them back in that lead, David?
I think it's been a lot of defensive errors so far, just not being so concentrated, not being focused, and kind of letting guys blow by. Then on offense, I think they've done a good job of fixing that clearing issue, but just need to get some opportunities for some shots on goal. And we saw in that possession they had 4 chances, and it resulted in some all right shots, but not a goal, and that's a little frustrating.
Absolutely, and the Hounds, I've liked the rotations that we're in right now. Seemed like the guys who are in know what they're doing and are confident. Again, I really do like how senior heavy we are in the attack. When we've been able to get good plays, good rotations, a little bit more ball movement, we've gotten Georgetown Prep out of position and been able to score those 3 goals. It's just we need to play a little bit slower, I'd say. We're playing a little bit too fast. And with that, some of the shots we took on that possession that you brought up weren't ideal. So the Hounds are going to go out in Clay and Badley, Jay Rogers, Griffin Graham, Nathan Kutauko, Michael Maloney, and Jay Wilkerson in the attack. So let's see what they can do here, David.
Yeah, absolutely. So Gilman definitely needs to seize this opportunity. 69 seconds on the shot clock, so
bunch of time.
A ton of time. Just like we've been saying, spacing, slow it down, get in front of the goal, put a shot in the net.
And Clayton Badley is going to start with it in his stick and plays it back to Kutauko.
Yeah, Badley a little bit quiet today, just sitting a lot on the X, and I'd love to see him get active. I know that he can do a lot.
Griffin set that to pick illegally because he was moving. When you set a pick, you got to be stagnant. And an LSM shot, and that check, I think, by Kutauko is going to draw that flag, and that might be the first man-up opportunity for the Hoyas. Yep, slash. So it's going to be the first slash foul of the game, and Kutauko, I think, is going to serve as 1-minute penalty. So let's see what the Hounds can do. A man down. Georgetown Prep's been lethal this quarter, so this could be a huge stop.
Yeah, definitely an opportunity that Georgetown Prep's going to want to hop on, but the Gilman bench being loud maybe distract the Hoyas a little bit. That shot deflective, and Guyton moving.
Good check by Guyton.
He's quick back on defense. He knows that he's got to be there.
Good save by Parks there, preventing that near post shot. Hoyas retain possession. 34 seconds left on that penalty, by the way.
So Georgetown Prep still moving around, but they'll definitely want to get a shot up while they're in this situation.
They're doing everything they can to draw that Gilman defense out of position, but number 1 gets caught in the middle, and it looks like it's a ground ball. Can the Hounds get to it?
They can't, but just 10 seconds left on this penalty. So Georgetown Prep time for one quick shot maybe.
And they find one. And that was a crazy goal, and the Hoyas are up 3. Right at the dying embers of that penalty time, they put one away.
Yeah, so Georgetown Prep right now on a 3-0 run. And, Gilman maybe looking to claim back some of that momentum. It's just got to start at midfield, They've got to play like 0-0 right now. You can't let that get to you.
One face-off win at a time right now. Absolutely, David. And again, Georgetown Prep were we're down big and came back. So I'm curious what they'll do today when they might be up big, seeing if they can keep that focus.
So some good slashes for Gilman here, but
BD lost his footing a little bit there as number 7 has it in his stick. Trying to put a dodge on Guyton, but Guyton doing well to keep up with him.
Guyton sends him to the ground.
Great work by George. And the Hounds, a little bit, one defensive possession at a time. Good job getting the ball back. trying to put a stop to that Georgetown Prep offense. Kutauko gets past the midline, and the Hounds are going to have 60 seconds here, David.
Yeah, and if there was ever a time they needed one, it's probably right now.
Griffin waiting for his junior classmate to join him in the attack. Jay Rogers comes on the field. Blow by, goes for that bounce shot, but good reflex save by the goalie.
You know, for me, I think just maybe a couple more seconds there, slow it down just a little bit. I don't know that we're in such a desperation mode right now, but big clear from the goalie there.
Finds number 4 wide open in space. So the Hoyas now got 60 seconds and 2:40 on the till halftime.
Georgetown Prep playing it slow, smartly. They don't need to rush anything. They have a pretty comfortable lead right now.
As number 1 checks in for the Hoyas. He's going to have a Kutauko on defense. They find the X number 30, and 5 is wide open, but a great save by Zach Parks.
And Haney just barely not able to bring in that rebound. So yet another chance for the Hoyas here.
And they've got a lot of time, 50 seconds. And Horning rips it just a little bit too right. Hoyas keep ball. Minute 54 on the quarter until halftime. Some good defense by the junior. And great support by George. But is that a foul against Gilman?
Ooh. Guyton not happy with that call.
It's going to be a quick timeout.
Yeah, so.
We will be back for the last minute 43 of this first half. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the second quarter of action as Georgetown Prep leads Gilman 6-3 with just a minute 40 remaining in the quarter. So Jacob, we've seen some changes in Gilman defensively. What do you think they're looking to do to finish out this quarter?
You've got to keep Georgetown Prep at 6. You can't give up another goal. There's so little time left, and if you can just hold them out for the next 30 seconds, you give your offense the rest of the quarter to get a goal. So this is a huge possession from the Hounds as 7 rips it, goes wide left there. Again, definitely one of Georgetown Prep's best players, so I think they have him on light the entire game. He can rip it whenever he wants.
So Georgetown Prep down to 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
I think that's going to be another slash. Oh,
yeah.
And the Hounds are going to have 77 seconds till halftime to hopefully get a goal.
So a big change for Gilman, and you know they've got to jump on the opportunity here. I mean, they can just sit on this shot clock the whole time. There's no reason to rush anything. No reason to give the Hoyas back the ball. Take it slow, and just put a nice shot on goal. You know.
Oh, Cheney. Good check.
Rough start.
Well, immediate turnover, and Horning rips it high. I think that was... Oh, turnover.
That hit off the
Upright.
yeah, off the football upright.
I guess we have the ball back, so that's good. So now we have 67 seconds instead of 77. Please, can we clear? Let's clear it here, gentlemen.
Yeah, I guess Georgetown Prep just playing like a suffocating press here that Gilman's just having a little bit of trouble with.
Right now, want to find Griffin or Jay? Zach picks Griffin. Bad pass, and Georgetown Prep ball.
So 45 seconds left on the clock as the Hoyas look to do something.
Check 'em.
Oof.
Very close. Down to 35 seconds now. And it's going to be a smart timeout by the Georgetown Prep coaching staff. They're going to want to talk it over and try and extend this lead to 7 and really try and punctuate the end of this run that they're on. So with the end of the half coming soon here, David, what have been your biggest takeaways so far?
I think this is an evolving, we're seeing this Gilman team evolve by the second. Just having a new offensive coordinator and a new set of team, and this being the first game of the season outside of a couple scrimmages, we're seeing this Gilman team kind of get comfortable, and we can see how momentum affects this team, no doubt. Just putting up 3 quick goals was a big thing, and now that Georgetown Prep has kind of taken control, Gilman faltering a little, but I've been pretty pleased with a lot of the defensive possessions. I think Gilman's playing a pretty controlled defense, and offense just maybe going a little too fast, maybe getting some first game jitters. Hopefully can fix that, and then also learn how to just beat this Georgetown Prep press. It's just been giving them problems all day.
Absolutely, and Georgetown Prep are definitely a little bit more ahead of the process. They've had a game and more scrimmages than the Hounds, and Gilman going into this spring break that now the student body is on, they play multiple top 5 teams in the country. So this is going to be a really great measuring stick for them. And in the first half, depending on how this possession goes, I think they can come away with it with some confidence for the second half, David.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a Gilman team we've seen go on runs, and a couple of goals isn't a big deal to them. We know that they can put up a couple in quick succession.
Great dodge by 7 there. Gonna say he juked out 2 D1 commits. As Georgetown Prep are going to keep the ball, 15.7 on the clock.
So the clock's going again. Georgetown Prep at the top. Number 11 looking for something.
Haney trying to be physical. And the Hounds, they're so close here, David. Can they make it out? 3.8 seconds.
Just can't give up anything right in front of the net,
Brooks on the X.
So
Ref.
Brooks definitely going to get really physical here. Try not let 5 get any passes off.
Say it was 5 is trying to cheat some yards there. Okay, the ball's going to go out of play, and the Hounds are going to be down 3-6 against Georgetown Prep going into the second half. Stay tuned. We'll be back. Welcome back to the second half of action in between Gilman and Georgetown Prep. Just for an update around campus, right now there is a JV baseball game going on against BL, and currently the Hounds are tied 0-0 in the bottom of the second inning. So, David, down 6-3, we did have a decent lead, and we were playing great at the start of the second quarter. What kind of transpired to us being in this spot right now?
Yeah, so, it's just lacrosse is a game of momentum, to tell you the truth, and especially high school lacrosse. So Gilman did a good job going up 3-2, and has let up 4 straight. So definitely frustrating moments in that second quarter here for Gilman. But I think they have the ability to come back, and we saw them put up a couple in quick succession in the first. And Jacob, let me ask you. You've asked me questions all day. Let me ask you, what kind of changes do you want to see from that first half to the second half here for the Greyhounds?
The main change is we need to get more possessions, because from clears, fouls, and loss on face-offs, I feel like Georgetown Prep probably doubled us in possessions in that second quarter. So if we can start cleaning those things up and just play our game. At the end of that first quarter, we were on fire offensively. We just need to take the right shots, get everyone involved, and not get tunnel visioned, because there were some definitely 4 shots last quarter that, if we made a better decision, could have been goals. So if we just do those things, kind of just level out the possessions, I like our chances to get back in this game.
I like that. Spread the ball. I want to see get active this quarter. Clayton Badley.
And that was a good shot. Good
Yeah.
save, but good shot. And we used about 60 seconds on the shot clock, so we didn't rush it. And now Georgetown Prep are going to get a crack at it.
Yeah, and so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of changes Daly's going to want to make in his, first game back as offensive coordinator, and I'm sure he had a discussion with the guys about what he wants to see. So, maybe that's a sign of good things to come. Just a controlled, relaxed offensive possession that results in a good shot.
And one thing that could be huge is, with the student section starting to grow, if we could get a goal or 2.
Yeah.
The momentum shift would go crazy as 11 sneaks it past Zach on the near post, top left, and just keeps the Georgetown Prep run going. Again, just a little bit too easy from the Hounds.
I'd like to see that, physicality and aggressiveness from the first quarter come back. I feel like Gilman defense maybe taking it a little bit too slow, a little bit too soft. And, we saw when they got aggressive and they got up in faces and they were slashing, that things went well, and they were forcing turnovers and errant passes and bad shots. So I'd like to see that make a return here.
One thing we need is the student section to put energy into the team, not the other way around. So looks like it's going to be a violation, and Georgetown Prep's going to get the ball. So not what you want to see after giving up an easy goal. So there's going to be 10 minutes and 15 left in this third quarter. Can the Hounds lock in, David?
Yeah, I think you're right. That student section just needs to get this team pumped up, and once you get pumped up, you're fired up. You wanna get in their faces. You wanna get in their grills.
So you get that edge back. Problem is, when you rely on the team to feed the student section, it's a lot harder when things aren't going our way.
Yeah, cyclical. It's cyclical.
So let's see it. Brooks Kitchell, some really good defense, and good job to force that shot wide. 40 on the shot clock here.
Cheney.
Say 15 had to go all the way down to his knees to catch that one.
A moment for Cheney on defense today. Playing with a short stick and
just a dog.
Yeah, he's
like
been
an absolute dog.
Been having some great defensive moments here. Just not giving up anything easy.
20 on the shot clock. Forcing 15 wide.
See, that's what we need. That's that aggressiveness and that physicality that this Gilman team needs. And Cheney always bringing that.
Guyton on 7, best on best, and Corning gets the better of Guyton there. Slips it past Parks on the far post and goes up 8-3. I think that's his hat trick, David.
Yeah.
Again, when you have your best on best, great players make great plays, and sadly, number 7 made the great play there.
So Kim, back at it. But a couple of wins for the Hoyas recently. Maybe Kim looking to take back that momentum face-off.
Violation against the Hoyas this time, so the Hounds are going to have a full 80-second shot clock.
There you go, that's
Again,
big.
Lacrosse is a game of runs. We both know this, but being down 5 for this long also isn't sustainable if we need to make this comeback. Huge possession.
So Kutako bringing it around up top. Can't find anything, but finds Wilkerson back at the top.
Wilkerson, good job switching hands, but another easy save for the Georgetown Prep goalie.
Georgetown Prep going fast down the field. Finds 88.
Again, I don't mind the shot. Just try and make it harder for the goalie to track the release. When you make it high, it's just a lot easier, and a great save there by Zach Parks.
So nice defense from Gilman there, putting a hit on the player making a shot.
Oh, great spin by Kutalko. And he does get the easy clear for the Hounds, so that's good.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what Coach Incontrero was saying to Gilman about that press. You know, thinking how to beat that, and you know, that's some much more comfortable presses here so far.
So right now there's just under 20 minutes left in this game. The Hounds are gonna have to average about a goal every 4 minutes, and Jay Rogers almost gets one there. Good bounce shot, just the goalie got low and got there first.
Georgetown Prep with another offensive opportunity.
You can see the Georgetown Prep coaching staff not taking their foot off the gas, continuing to stay aggressive and trying to get the best out of their team. Good dodge by 14. Ooh, he was trying to wind it back for a shot there. And it's going to be a foul against the Hoyas, David.
Nice. Nice break for Gilman here.
Good pass. Easy clear.
Griffin Graham with a chance to do something here. Setting it up.
I would love to see James Meyer get more involved in the second half. I feel like since the first few minutes of the game, I haven't really said his name, sadly. I was going to say Brooks Kitchell is going to want to get back. 55 on the shot clock. Johns Hopkins commit. Let's see what he can do. Bounces off Jay's stick, but I think, yeah, we lost possession there. Turnover.
Frustrating moment. Your team is trying to put up a couple goals and, you know, make a mistake like that. It's that's tough.
Kind of a stomach punch. Get the air knocked out of you. The Hounds have got to get their composure back here if they want to make this comeback. PJ Hogue had some good minutes here. Georgetown Prep being smart, using time, not really initiating their offense before 50 seconds on the shot clock this half so far. And another just rocket from 11 beats Haney and tucks it top right.
Yeah, so that makes it 9-3, and that puts Georgetown Prep on a 7-0 run since the start of the second quarter. And we're just past halfway through this third, and Gilman looking a little bit lifeless.
One callback I would like to make, though, I remember my first lacrosse call sophomore year. The Hounds had a similar lead against Georgetown Prep, and we ended up losing that game. So is there a chance that the Hounds could turn it around, David? There's a chance. There's precedent, but can we pull it off again?
Listen, one thing is to never count this Gilman team out. I mean, they have heart. They have integrity. They're not going to give up.
As 28 Rohan Vesely and number 16 Connor Ward, two sophomores, making their debut today. Some stars for the future of the program here, David.
Yeah, and that pass it badly gets lost.
Just easy clear for the Hoyas. See what Vesely can do in defense now. And a rip from the long stick, but a good save by Zach. So 5 minutes in the third quarter left. Can we get an offensive shot on target. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's it's been a little bit since Gilman's put a shot up. So it's definitely time. You know, you can't score unless you put some shots up. And Gilman playing it really close with his clear.
Yeah, and
So
played it so close we failed.
that press that's been plaguing Gilman all day just comes back. I mean,
as a BD's gonna sub back in. See what the Hounds can do here. Georgetown Prep have 3 goals this quarter so far. I think they went 3-4-2, 2-4-3 so far. So see if the Hounds can keep them at 3. 55 on the shot clock. And a great shot. Good release at the hip, finding that bottom right corner to beat Zach near post. And that gets them to 10 for the day there, David.
yeah. So it's frustrating. You know, there's not much to say right now. I guess just, you know, Gilman just gotta keep playing their game, just stay physical. You know, don't let this get to your head. Just keep playing hard, and you know, starts right there at the face-off as Kim gets a good one.
Absolutely, David. The mindset right now should be, can we win this next rep? That was a really good shot there by 25 Matthew Fiola. We've got to just try and win each rep at a time. Win the face-off, get a clear, get a good defensive stand. Because, again, I think the Hounds play 3 or 4 games over spring break, so this is just the start of them. So, again, no need to get our heads down at all. They've just got to try and get the momentum back, maybe win the rest of this quarter, win the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about second for Fiola's hustle there? Takes a shot and then immediately he's back on defense, pressing up, getting physical.
Oof, off the pipe again, and gonna stay Georgetown Prep ball. The shot clock's gonna reset to 60 seconds. Number 6 setting a pick. George doing well to not a switch. Hogue there closing him down. Now Fiola on defense. And 14, just a great shot. About midway there. Even release and beat Zach Parks at the backside of his net. Hounds have 15 minutes left in this game, David. Hopefully they can just stay focused and not let this get away from them.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to just want to play hard down 8 goals like this, and Georgetown Prep definitely feeling it right now.
Understandably,
but Gilman gonna go ahead and talk it over, and we'll be right back with just over 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
welcome back to the closing few minutes of the 3rd quarter of action in between Gilman and Georgetown Prep. Georgetown Prep are currently on a 9-0 run, which kicked off at midway through the 2nd quarter. David, if you're the Hounds, again, the game's kind of out of hand, but what, if you're the coaching staff, are you saying to your players just to keep them focused for the rest of the game?
Yeah, I mean, this is game 1, and if you have a disheartened team, just 33 minutes into the season, it's not a good thing. So I think you got to tell them, treat it like it's a 0-0 game, right? Just keep going out there, keeping aggressive, keeping physical, and just get a feel for the season right now. I mean, I know this is a little out of reach maybe right now, save for a miraculous run. But you just got to keep your guys fired up. Don't let them get too hard on themselves. Keep a strong mentality.
And I know I brought this point up. Georgetown Prep are more ahead of their season than we are so far. They've had a few games. They've played competition. This is our first official game of the year. So you don't want to get too mad at yourself either. And this is a moment where the senior captains really have to step up, keep the guys focused, keep them just wanting to play hard. That's right now, if you're a Gilman fan, right now I can be biased right now. I just want to see the guys continue to work hard and play to their best ability.
Yeah.
So as long as if they can do that for the rest of the next 14 minutes, I'd be content as a fan.
Absolutely. I mean, that's very well put. I think
I'm gonna say 10 on the shot clock.
Yeah, wow. So Georgetown Prep really using the shot clock.
Good dodge, jump shot, and it's gonna be a flag, and I think that'll be a 30-second penalty. So they're gonna have a man-up opportunity, I think, for 30 seconds. Because I didn't see a slash there.
Yeah.
Yep, 30 seconds on Oliver Beatty. So, see if the Hounds can survive 30 seconds. But the frustrating thing is, David, the shot clock fully resets.
Yeah,
so they'll pretty much have it for the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, about 3 seconds left on the shot clock, and now back to 80. And, they can run it down to 29 seconds for the Hounds, but I'm sure they're going to be looking for something in the next 30. Maybe. I don't know how much they want their foot on the gas pedal right now.
I'll say they might just try and practice some ball movement. That was a good possession. Just not the best shot if you're Georgetown Prep there, which I'll take. So there's 64 on the shot clock and 14 left on the penalty. Let's see what the Hounds can do.
Georgetown Prep looking to set up something. That's 5 at the top. 4 seconds left on this penalty.
Finds number 5 again. The Hounds just got that defender back right when the penalty wore off. So that's great timing if you're a Hound. And Griffin has it. 14 on him. Slips it to Clayton badly, and he gets his first of the season. One of the few 4-year guys on the team. Happy to see him get a goal on the season's debut there, David.
I love that for Clayton. That's a big goal, and it's good to get the Gilman crowd into it. And I'm happy for Clayton. He's been down at the X this whole game and hasn't been super active. So to see him put one into the net like that, that's awesome.
Absolutely, just one of the really cornerstones of the program since he came in 8th grade. So very happy to see him get that goal today. And again, the Hounds can get another goal here and win the 4th quarter. They'd at least be able to close the game out with their head up. So let's see what they can do. Bit aggressive there. I think that's going to be a Georgetown Prep ball.
It will be, I think. So 55 seconds left on this clock.
16 takes it up past midline. Sounds like the Georgetown Prep coaching staff is staying focused, just trying to continue to push their team, challenge them to, I think he said, to try and take the best shot. So 30 seconds on the quarter clock.
So Georgetown Prep just taking it slow, which is the right thing to do here.
Finds a matchup they like on a short stick and gets a shot off, but a good save by the Hounds. And Jackson Haney's pushing it to try and possibly get a shot off for the Hounds.
Haney with 7 seconds, maybe a chance to put a shot up on net.
Finds Jay Wilkerson coming across. 3, 2. Graham drops it, and the Hounds are gonna be entering the 4th quarter down 11-4.
Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back with some awesome 4th quarter action.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fourth quarter, the final quarter of action in between the Gilman Greyhounds and Georgetown Prep Hoyas. The Hounds just closed out that third quarter with a goal and closed the lead to 7 and finally stopped the run of Georgetown Prep. So going into this fourth quarter of action, David, what would be some things that you'd like to see just for momentum going into this spring break where the Hounds have a bunch of games?
Yeah, so Gilman, they're facing a lot of top competition, and you definitely don't want to be going into that feeling like this. So I think it's important for Gilman to just put up a couple of goals, have some great offensive and defensive possessions, and just get a little bit more confidence here. Just feel better.
And there you go, Mike, jump shot. Good save by the goalie, but good look by the Hounds.
Mike finds Rogers. Rogers finds Badley. Badley's shifting around, finds Wilkerson.
Wilkerson at the X. See if someone can make a cut for him, and Michael Maloney does. Georgetown Prep goalie playing very well right now. Got to give credit where credit is due. But the Hounds, David, like you said, 2 great shots so far, only 40 seconds into this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that's big.
See if we can pay one off, though, and get that goal.
Only a couple of shots in that third quarter, so to already come out here and do that, it's,
oh, that was acrobatic by Mike. Another shot on target. Almost falls directly in front of Clayton. And looks like Big 13's gonna get the clear, plays it a 4.
So even without a goal, this is what you want. That's a good offensive possession. Got some good shots up, had some good passing. They played patiently. I like that.
See if the Hounds can just keep it up for another 10.5 minutes here, David. As, again, Georgetown Prep, expectedly, are probably going to milk the clock as much as it can be milked. So I don't expect them to play very aggressive offense at all this quarter. So hopefully the Hounds can get 4 or 5 more possessions this quarter. That'd be ideal. Good check by Griffin there.
Oh, pops that ball loose.
Falls to Brooks Kitchell. Good work by the senior captain.
Kitchell on the offensive here. You don't see that too often, but I mean, he's an athletic guy. Why not?
You know what could get the momentum back? A long pole goal. That'd be pretty exciting. As a Kutauko uses his speed. Not the best pass to Griffin. That looked like a push. Yeah, it is. Good. Gilman ball. We're gonna have 60 seconds on the shot clock. Not a flag though, where they'd be a man down. Good spin by Jay.
So Jay Rogers.
Jump shot. Okay, again, continuing to test the goalie. Trying to get some confidence back in the lads. I'd love to see some of these go in the net. Good offense though.
I like that. And I feel like if you're Gilman, you're the Gilman coaches, you gotta feel good about a possession like that too. I think this is maybe clear their minds during that break and coming out here just ready to play their game and play their hardest.
Play it like another first quarter. Absolutely, David. I couldn't say it better myself. So we have 9 minutes left in this fourth quarter and about 40 on the shot clock. Curious to see how much Georgetown Prep decide how much they really attack, to be honest. Because they could just pass it around in our half and do very little. I'm curious to see what they're going to do. 25 on the shot clock. Haney being physical.
Nice save by Parks and got in with the quick pickup.
See if we can spark a quick clear. Bounce pass to Haney. That was beautiful.
Beautiful. Just textbook stuff from Guyton there.
Now let's see if the offense can pay off 2 great possessions with a goal.
Wilkerson. Silky J. Wilkie. Looking for something.
Good check by 88.
Good pickup by him, but
and that's going to be a foul against Georgetown Prep, so the Hounds get the ball back. Again, Jay's been a warrior today. They have not played him soft, that's for sure.
Yeah.
James Meyer coming around the edge, loses the ball, and that's going to be a turnover for the Hounds. quick pass. Brooks might get. Oh, Brooks goes for the man. I gotta like that, and good scoop up there by Dixon, and the Hounds are gonna get the ball back.
I like that move from Kitchell. You know, be aggressive, be physical, and I think he knew that realistically he wasn't getting that ball easily, so just putting the hit on him. Oh,
some clever passing from the Hounds, and Jay Rogers lays out and goes between the goalie's legs and gets the 5th for the Hounds on the day.
And a flag there. I think that might have been a tripping.
Oh, yeah,
so
they were in synchronous, too.
Jay Rogers gets tripped, puts the goal in the net, too. That's big. Beautiful stuff there.
Now, that's the athleticism that's been hiding today. I like to see that from Jay. Again, Johns Hopkins commit. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Just very happy to see him get some serious minutes this season. And again, good goal from the Hounds, David. This has probably been our best offense of the day so far this quarter.
Yeah, for sure. Already a goal, a nice goal there. A couple of nice offensive possessions.
As Joe Kim, great face-off. Let's see if he can use this momentum. Clayton might get to that. And he does.
Just last ditch tosses it back in. Just upsetting. Maloney just looked away just too soon while getting that pass.
And nice. I think that's going to be another foul against Georgetown Prep. Okay. The Hounds get it. Quick pass to Wilkerson. Wilkerson jump shot. Possibly not exactly the bounce shot he wanted, but still 76 on the shot clock for the Hounds.
Badly. Moving quick. Gets that to Meyer.
See what he can do. Again, Meyer's just been an energy magnet all day. I've really loved what I've seen out of him. And a good slip pass there to Griff. 60 on the shot clock.
Setting up that short stick defense, but didn't quite work.
Yeah, I didn't get the switch. Good defense and rotation there by Georgetown Prep. Jay has the short stick matchup he might want, but he's at the X. And he finds Wilkerson. Oh, so close.
Wow, Wilkerson just barely too high. But Gilman with 39 seconds left on the shot clock. So definitely a lot of time to do some more stuff, do some more damage.
I really love the energy I've seen this quarter, David.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. This is a different team than the third quarter. And just different mentality, different playing.
Okay, Clayton saves that. So the Hounds
again shifty as he does.
Slips it to Meyer. Meyer, great rocket of a shot about 15 yards out and goes high-low, bottom right corner.
If you give James Meyer space like that, he's going to punish you.
He really is.
I mean, there was nobody within 5 yards of him.
That's why and I'm so happy he's getting a minutes this fourth quarter to show how I think important he's going to be to the Hounds' success this season. So, again, second goal of the quarter. The Hounds only down 5 with 6 minutes left. Finally, a chant.
Yeah, so student section. See, I mean, this is what we've been talking about, though. Just getting that energy into the student section, and that energy is going to flow right back into the team.
I don't love that we had to wait till the fourth quarter for a chant, but at least we got one. So George Guyton's going to be up on almost the midline. Good, he should drop back into position.
Guyton playing up high.
I think the Hounds might try and be aggressive here in defense because we've played well, but good save by Zach. See what Haney can do. Hopefully we can get a clear here.
Ooh,
that was close.
I mean, but Haney doesn't even care. Wow.
And he does it all by himself.
Just a beautiful clear.
Good day for Jackson Haney. Committed recently to Ole Miss. Very happy for him. Excited for the next 4 years to see what he can do there. So, good day.
Toddy, you know?
Absolutely. So, let's see if the Hounds can keep it up.
Badly
Griffin.
open. He wanted that.
James Meyer getting checked like 4 times there by 88. Ball falls to Jay Wilkerson. 5 minutes on the game clock. Good. So if the Hounds turn it over here, they're going to have a 30.
Oh!
Clayton Badley, what a goal!
Clayton Badley picks that ball up, puts it right around the back shoulder. Smooth as butter.
I wish this was the fourth quarter, David. What a run from the Hounds offense.
Wow.
3 possessions, 3 straight goals, a worldie from Clayton Badley. That's fantastic.
That's a clean Badley I know. Wow. I mean,
Hey, the kid's been quiet all day until the fourth quarter. Now he's got 2.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. That is special.
You know that's something he's practiced when no one's watching for hundreds of hours, and he's so happy he pulled that off. And right now, the Hoyas have a minute penalty, so this face-off is huge.
Ball's loose. Guyton.
Guyton.
It's up in the air. Who are they going to give it to?
I think it's going to be Hoya ball. It is.
Frustrating. So,
Still, I think the Hounds might keep up that aggressive defense that we saw last possession.
yeah, the man-up opportunity not over. A
Close by
tough press
Jay.
here for Gilman.
See what BD can do. 16 at his foot, not his stick.
Oh,
And
what
good
a
check with
hit
the
by
head.
George
Oh,
Guyton.
it's going to be a penalty.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they had 6 men over.
It's not on the head. I thought he was calling that on the head. I was a little upset, and so was Guyton. But
No, that flag's against Georgetown
yeah,
Prep.
I mean,
So I will.
I'm gonna take that, right?
And we have a man-up opportunity now for 36 seconds on offense. The Hounds.
So a big opportunity here for the Greyhounds, and you can feel the momentum just flowing, and looking to keep it going.
Again, good play feeds the crowd, and then the crowd feeds the players. That's what you like to see.
Maloney setting something up. Offense just running through him right now.
Bounce
Wilkerson.
pass, Griffin, and he tucks it in the top left near post, and the crowd is going crazy.
So Gilman just taking advantage of that man-up opportunity. Just a beautiful goal there. Top cheddar.
We've got 4 minutes right now, David, and we're only down by 3.
Listen, I'm not going to say anything, but I like how Gilman's playing this quarter. I love it. Actually.
I love it so much. And let's see if Joe Kim can keep up the momentum here.
You got to wonder what Coach and Contreras said to the guys between that third and fourth quarter.
I think they just played them what I said, actually. I think, I think
Right,
it's working.
they pulled up the stream, and
Joe Kim gets a face-off. Does he get the good? Gets the face-off win for the Hounds. Now they just got to get this clear, David.
Yep, this elusive clear. It's been giving them troubles all day.
Haney's took it into his own hands the past few times. Spins, beats 1, beats 2,
Oh,
and he does it again.
Beautiful stuff from Haney, and he's just, every clear he's just doing it himself.
Okay. Now
He's got grit.
We've got to run offense. We've got to get a good shot. We've just got to be playing like we've played all quarter. We can't let this energy get too much to our heads here, David.
Meyer smartly resetting, not letting himself get too excited.
Great pass to Wilkerson, and a little high. But the Hounds are going to have 45 left on the shot clock. And Haney looks a little gassed on the sideline. I completely understand it. Loney finds Wilkerson again, finds Meyer, my apologies. Playing badly with a great shot, high, right over the goalie, and it's down to 2, Netzer, it's down to 2.
That's a hat trick for Clayton Badley right there.
That's a single quarter hat trick for Clayton
That's
Badley.
beautiful. Just beautiful. And I said in that first half, where's Clayton Badley? I know he's not a slow guy. He doesn't play it slow. I
He
love
heard that one too.
Yeah, I
and
know.
he stepped up to the call.
I love that.
Now can Joe Kim give us another boost of momentum? The crowd's into it. The fans are into it.
Kim fighting hard.
It's a
On the
ground
ground.
ball. Can we scoop it up?
Still on the ground.
Let's see the call, and it's against Georgetown Prep. Let's clear this, David. Let's get offense going.
So Gilman needs to stay level-headed here. Need to keep their composure big time. And Sweet Cheney leading the charge here.
Nice, easy clear. 75 on the shot clock. Down 2. 3 minutes on the game clock.
So this Georgetown Prep defense getting pretty aggressive here.
they're going to have to try and change it up. They've given up 5 goals this quarter. And they find Wilkerson, and he pump fakes once, gets past the goalie, and cuts it to 1.
A huge goal there for Wilkerson. And now with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock, Gilman has cut it down to just a 1-goal lead. And the bench is celebrating.
The Hounds are going wild. The problem is we're still losing, David. We need one more.
Look, that's a timeout from Georgetown Prep, and I mean, the energy is palpable. You can feel it. That's just been a switch. There's just some electricity in the air. Wow.
I think the Hounds have kind of took the pressure off, decided to just play as hard as they could, as smart as they could, and it's really paid off this quarter, David. Way less mistakes, way better offensive possessions.
Yeah, I mean, on offense, they've just looked composed. They look clean. They're not throwing errant passes. They're not forcing shots. They're taking their time, and I think that's going to be important, you know, going into these remaining possessions. Just staying level-headed, not going too crazy. And my middle school basketball coach told me something that really stuck with me. He told me the team that keeps their composure will always win.
I like that.
And if Gilman can keep their composure, I mean, sky's the limit, right?
In a similar vein, we were beating ourselves a lot in that third quarter. We were making mistakes. We were fouling. We were man down. This quarter, we played clean. For us to complete this comeback fully, we've got to just keep playing smart. We can't get over-emotional. You always want to stay in that middle spot. Never too low, never too high. So with 2:51 left, can the Hounds pull it off? Joe Kim, huge face-off here. Don't want to overstate it, but huge face-off here.
Definitely, that's a good breather for the Gilman offense there. I mean, they've just been running around.
The whole quarter.
Yeah, so ball pops back. Kim fighting hard, he's fast.
Good check.
And
George Guyan.
Gilman got the ball. Guyan moving it down.
Good
He's
work.
got speed. That ball pops loose.
think it's a foul against Georgetown Prep.
Yep, it's gonna be Gilman ball. So
A lot of time.
just over 2.5 minutes left.
A lot of time.
68 seconds left on the shot clock, and Meyer smartly slowing it down.
So for the Hounds, we're gonna have Griffin Graham, Jay Rogers, James Meyer, Jay Wilkerson, Michael Maloney, and Clayton Badley. I like that. This setup has absolutely dominated this quarter, David.
Yeah, and Graham playing it slow from the X.
Finds Jay, and he ties it up. And it's just excellent from the junior class there. Assist and goal, 11-11, and the crowd is almost storming the field, David.
This is ridiculous. Gilman was down 11-3 coming into this quarter. Excuse me, 11-4. But seven goals in this quarter, 8 consecutive unanswered goals. It's a tie game with 2 minutes left.
What they say, it's a game of runs.
Yeah, look,
It's a game
that
of
verbatim,
runs.
that is what you said. And look what we've seen.
Looks like the Hoyas are going to win that. And the Hounds have to stay calm.
So,
They're
defensive possession finally for Gilman here.
I was going to say, they're going to have an offensive possession, no matter what, unless they foul and make the shot clock reset. If they just play clean defense, if they give up a goal or not, they're going to have a chance. So
Yeah.
the Hounds have to settle in. They've got to be smart, and they've got to be physical here, David. Jackson Haney.
Oh, just drops the
good
ball by
check.
11.
And
That's
it's going
gonna
to
be
be
Gilman ball.
Hounds ball.
So, a mistake from Georgetown Prep. Number 7's not happy about that.
And he's on his hat trick. He doesn't want this to look bad. They were up 8 goals.
So Gilman had a little trouble with the clear before, but here they've got about 10 more seconds. And
Brooks Kitchell to Jackson Haney. Does he keep that in?
oh, and just gets by Haney, and Haney's down. Maybe cramping a little bit.
But the Hounds can they get a check there? Possibly turn Georgetown Prep over?
Badly not giving up. Maloney not giving up. They pop that ball loose.
I don't know who that's off of.
I think the refs just could call maybe an injury timeout.
I do think
Haney clearly in some
Haney's
pain.
either cramping or hurt. He's put in a shift this half.
Yeah, I mean he has been running.
I wouldn't be shocked if he's low on electrolytes right now. Minute 6 left.
Medical crew's out there to take a look at him.
Again, I don't know what
But
the call is.
A minute and 6 seconds left. I don't know who takes possession here. I think it'll be Georgetown Prep. So shot clock, not a factor.
The ref sounds like he's making his call.
Yeah,
So it's blue ball.
Yep, Hoya's ball. 60 seconds left, 75 on the shot clock. So
It's good to see Jackson Haney coming off on his own strength, though. Again, one of the huge short stick midfielders that we're going to need for the rest of this spring break and season run.
Yeah.
So let's see what the Hounds can do. Again, now because it's tied up, you don't want to give away the game, but you want to put pressure on them to not give up a free goal.
the shot clock resets.
So I'm curious to see what Coach Contreras is going to choose to do here.
Oh,
Ooh.
just over badly.
Oh my gosh. Beatty hit it so hard he broke his stick. He has to come out of the game for that.
And
PJ Hoag's
wow.
going to hustle.
Lucky break for Gilman there. I guess Hoy's not realizing their man-up opportunity.
Well, I think they were also just playing the clock. They want to be smart. If they're going to score, they're going to want to win. So they're going to milk it down as much as they can because right now the shot clock doesn't mean anything.
40 seconds left. Guyton defending.
Great on great. Best on best. Hornings beat him once. Can Guyton get him back?
Pick set. Horning doesn't use it. Pick one more time. Now he does.
George stays on him, doesn't switch. 20 on the game clock. Continuing to dodge. Gets doubled, but he finds himself wide open and a great save by Zach Parks. And he has the ball.
Left.
There's 10 seconds.
It's going to be interesting to see if Gilman wants to get something.
I think we're going to go to OT.
I think they're going to let it go to OT. Long throw and pass the goal.
And there's going to be OT. David, more time.
Wow, I'm speechless. I mean,
the smile on my face is insane.
Gilman has stormed back from an 11-3 deficit to force this game in overtime. Guys, do not go anywhere. Believe me, you're going to want to see this. We'll be right back.
The energy for this overtime period is palpable. The Hounds just completed an 8-goal comeback over the past 15 minutes of play. And because of that, David Netzer, they have an opportunity to win this game. What do they need to do to finish this off today?
So overtime, guys, 4-minute periods, but it's sudden death. First goal wins. So Gilman, they've got to be. Joe Kim has got to be aggressive on this faceoff. He's got to get that. And you know what? They have to play offense the way they played it in that fourth quarter. The way they allowed them to put up 7 goals. They need to be patient. They need to set up a good shot. And then you just put a ball on the net. That's it.
And Kim's going to win that. And just some context for the audience. The Hoyas went to overtime on Tuesday against St. Mary's, and they were in the same position as us. They had to complete a 6-goal comeback, so they might still be gassed from that. I'm curious to see if that comes into play.
Yeah, this has been a tough, hard-fought game. I'm sure both teams are feeling it right now.
Imagine if you had to do this game twice. That's what Georgetown Prep are going through right now. So Jay Rogers takes on 88. James Meyer sets the pick.
Rogers taking it slow.
Clayton rotates out of the X.
Rogers on the X4 defending.
Slips to DeMeyer. Meyer to Griffin. Griffin to Wilkerson. And he finds Michael Maloney. And it's off the side of the net.
Oh.
I thought that went in for a little bit.
You see the net move and you immediately think, of what could be. So Georgetown Prep going to have their chance on offense. Oh, it's
Michael
knocked down by
Maloney.
Maloney.
I think that's their first failed clear of the day.
Wow. Could not have come at a better time for Gilman. So
And that full shot clock, David.
Full shot clock. Gilman slowing it down, letting their subs get in. Griffin Graham holding the ball at the top, and Jay Rogers and Jay Wilkerson come in.
Again, the Hounds, they don't want to rush it. They want to get a shot, get a goal, and go home. They don't want to rush this and give Georgetown Prep another opportunity. So Griffin finds Jay Rogers. Jay tries to set the pick.
Georgetown Prep just guarding closely.
Tries to lay out again for a goal similar to what he scored earlier.
40 seconds left on the shot clock here. Gilman going to have another opportunity. Finds Meyer at the top.
Absolute battery, James Meyer. And he runs by 3 defenders, finds Jay Rogers. Rogers tries to get it. I think that's going to be a turnover, and it is. Okay, so Georgetown Prep are going to have 80 seconds now, but they failed to clear. Could they fail another? Could they?
Gilman playing hard, so, you know, these offense guys who are sticking on that side, they're not letting anything easy get by them.
Bad pass. Finds 10 wide open, though. So let's see what Georgetown Prep can do with 65 seconds on the shot clock. Again, I expect them to approach it similarly as James Meyer tells the student section to get loud.
Yeah, they've got to be loud. They've got to make a difference here.
50 on the shot clock. Beatty on the man. Bounce shot goes wide left, but they're going to keep possession here.
So 48 seconds left on the shot clock. Hoyas with another opportunity to do something.
George Guyton on Horning. Horning goes for the jump shot, and I think that's going to be Gilman ball.
That is Gilman ball.
And pretty much shot clock doesn't matter here, David.
83 seconds left on the game clock. So Gilman will definitely want to take it slow. You know, just in case they don't end up getting the goal here, they don't want to give the Hoyas another opportunity.
It looks like Cheney's going to take it in his own hands. And he does, and he draws a flag. That could be a man-up opportunity. As Cheney's going to come back, and Jay Rogers is going to come into the attack.
So Gilman taking it slow like we expected. Definitely shouldn't force anything.
James Meyer walks it off, and the Hounds complete the comeback of the century.
James Meyer with a beautiful goal to just send it off in epic fashion. Gilman fans are storming the field. The Gilman team is storming the field. What a game for the Gilman Greyhounds. Everybody had counted them out. We had counted them out. They were down 8 goals near the end of that third quarter. 9 unanswered for the Gilman Greyhounds.
March 8th, 2024 is a day that this program will never forget. Beating a top 10 team in the country and completing an 8-goal comeback, David Netzer.
Wow. Look, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I've watched a lot of Gilman lacrosse, and I have never seen anything like that. Just beautiful grit from this team, showing how much they care. That's heart, that's hustle, that's effort. And if you're Gilman, if you're a Gilman coach, you're a Gilman player, you're a Gilman fan, that is everything you want to see out of this team.
And hopefully what we saw today carries on throughout this season. And I'm so happy that we got to kick off the spring GTV season calling this game. My name is Jacob Eisenberg, and I was joined by
Dave Netzer.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a great spring break, and we will be back for more action.